So guys, today I'm gonna review the best gourmand on the market. Stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Timmy. Welcome to Imagine Sin, and this is a channel where I do fragrance reviews, top 10s, brand reviews, and much more. So if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So guys, today I have something very incredible to show you guys. You guys know that I'm a huge fan of gourmand fragrances, and I'm always looking out there, looking around the niche, the indie market for any amazing gourmands I can find. Oh, I look at designers too, but you know what I mean. And this one, I'm so happy to say that I probably found the best, most unique, most sexy gourmand I have ever come across. And this one from my favorite house of Matriarch. Guys, you guys know it. This one is called The Longing. This fragrance, The Longing, was created by Christy Michelle, of course, the perfumer of House of Matriarch, in collaboration with a really well-known fragrance blogger named Joseph Sagona. So if you had never heard of him before, I'll leave a link to his blog down in the description. Please check him out. Super awesome guy. So yeah, they collab and made this fragrance, which is something that super surprised me because I never thought Christy as someone who would collab with like someone else. Not that she's not a kind of person, it's just that her own creation, her own ideas are just so out of this world, and her execution was just so flawless. And to see her execute on someone's imagination of a fragrance is something that I was super excited to smell when I first heard the news. So I really expected something great, and I got something just truly incredible. Completely blew my mind. Let's get into how it smells. So this one has probably the weirdest note breakdown in the history of note breakdown. I'm gonna leave it somewhere on the screen or down in the description below. Please check that out. But from what I remember, I don't remember the whole thing, but from what I remember, there's note of butter in here, there's vintage Baronia, vintage osmanthus, there's amber, there's vanilla, there's oud, there's jasmine, there's plum. There's just a mix of like so many little things that you would never thought would work together, but somehow in some magical Christy Matriarch way it worked so well, and it came out to be one of the most beautiful fragrance, especially the most beautiful opening that I've personally have ever smelled in a gourmand fragrance. Now, how does it smell? It starts off with, on my skin, a lot of people say they got a lot of plum. I don't get that much plum. I get like hints of something fruity, but what I got a lot was some really dusty white floral, maybe it's just the jasmine, and some very delicious, sort of thick, buttery tone. It smells fantastic. It's very aromatic. There's a lot going on. It's not just thick butter and super chocolatey gourmand, not those type of gourmands for sure. This very aromatic stuff. You get nuances of like hints of these fruity plum note, hints of sweet white floral, and this very delicious butter. They all blend together super well. Nothing is more dominating over the other one. It's just a really well blended fragrance, composed super beautifully. And I'm still stumped. Like, I don't know how those notes all work together so well. Christy, you are just incredible. And Joseph, how did you come up with notes like these? I don't know what's going through your brain. You're crazy, but it worked. Moving on to mid, the plum dissipates completely. The jasmine, the butter becomes more and more prominent. And what you start to get like in hints, in small increments in the background, is the darker woods, the little hints of resiny amber. All those things starts to come out and gives this fragrance more of like a darker background, a darker tone. It completely changes the fragrance in a way, but in a good way. A really sexy, brings out kind of like the dark, seductive side of this fragrance. Very nice transition. And if I have one word to describe the opening and the mid of this fragrance, I would say pure seduction, pure sexiness. I know that's like 4 words, but whatever. You guys know what I mean. It's just very sexy, very attention grabbing. Like, I have another one from House of Matriarch over here, Coco Blanc. I said this one was sexy too. Coco Blanc type of sexy is more like sensual, cuddle, romantic kind of sexy. This one is like seduction, attention grabbing, hardcore, sexy, head turning kind of seduction. Very different kind than Coco Blanc, but still very amazing. And I still would love to cuddle someone wearing this. Getting into the base, the fragrance just starts to get darker and darker. The jasmine, the white floral starts to go away a little bit. The buttery quality kind of slips away a little as well, but it's still around. But most of what you're gonna get out of this fragrance is just the dark woods, the dark oud, but not animalic oud. It's a really dark, ritualistic, very mysterious, sensual oud with no animalics, no those skanky barnyard smell whatsoever. So if you're worried about the oud note, don't. This is probably the most beautiful oud you'll ever smell. It's in this fragrance and in a lot of Matriarch fragrances as well. But we're talking about this today. The oud you're gonna smell in this is very, very beautiful, very, very sensual. So if you were to ask me what I love most about this fragrance, I'm gonna have to say one is uniqueness, is artisticness, and two, the wearability and how sexy it is, how practical it is to wear. So both artistic, unique, innovative, just pure creativeness, plus wearability and practicality. You don't see a lot of that in niche fragrances. It's really, really rare, and to see it being done so beautifully is even more rare. That's why I just love this fragrance so much. I appreciate it so much, and I'm really happy to deem it one of the best gourmands on the market right now, period. Now you guys probably wondering if it beats Coco Blanc or not. Well, I'm not gonna answer that yet. Let me test them both and side by side later, and I'll answer that. But all you guys need to know right now is it is one of the best gourmands on the market, and sad to say, it's a limited edition. So yeah, only 50 bottles or ever produced, 50 bottles of 50 mLs and 50 bottles of 15 mLs, those travel size, and there's I think 200 of the 2 ml samples. So if you watch this review and you feel like you're interested in this fragrance, I don't know if it's still on or not, or it's run out already. Last I checked today, this morning, it was still on. There's still some 50 ml bottles left. But if you're interested, I would grab one right away. Maybe even two. You want to buy it for like your girlfriend or your friend or something, or even a backup bottle. You never know, because personally I want a backup bottle too, because I never know when this is ever gonna come back. So keep that in mind. It's limited edition. If you're interested, quickly get it. It might just be gone forever. Now, moving on to what I think could be improved from this fragrance, because I kind of like to give two sides to the story. I just don't want to praise something. Everything could be improved. But this one, what I would like to improve with it is probably how long it lasts on my skin. I think that's a personal complaint. I mean, for me, it's just a really personal thing, because I got news that on other people's skin it lasts like 9 hours, 10 hours, but on my skin it lasts like 6, 7, if I'm lucky 8. You know, like I think I'm just kind of a little jealous of people who got like 9 hours, 10 hours. So that's really, real personal. So real complaint about this fragrance that it could be improved. Really, no real complaint. It's just that the longevity could be a little longer. The projection, talk about projection, this fragrance has no problem in the projection category. It projects very, very generously. People will smell you, people will notice you like 2 or 3 hours in. It's a very generously projecting fragrance. No complaints in that department whatsoever. Now in terms of occasion, when you should wear this fragrance, it, like I said, is sexy. So dates, any nights out, anytime like at all where you feel like you want to impress a girl or a guy, whatever, wear this fragrance. They will be impressed. And oh yeah, forgot one thing. This fragrance is not a fragrance that you should smell too close. So if you're with your partner and you just freshly sprayed this on, don't have them smell too close, because it could be too harsh. Let it kind of linger in the air a little bit, but after a while, after it dies down, it becomes a cuddleable scent after like an hour or two. But when you first spray it on, don't have them smell too close. They might just not like it forever from that first impression. So just quick tip, quick warning right there. Alright guys, that's it for my review of The Longing by the House of Matriarch. Make sure to check it out if you can. Buy it if you must. It's gonna be gone. I know I keep repeating that, but it's gonna be gone very soon. Get it while you still can. And don't forget to check out Joseph Sagona's fragrance blog. Links in the description as well. Check him out. Very, very awesome. He has like probably 1,000 of fragrance reviews on there. If you're into that, if you're into reading, check out his blog. Super, super awesome. And lastly, before I sign off, I'd like to announce that I am doing something very awesome on my Facebook. I'm starting to upload daily written reviews of my own on my Facebook page, my profile, my Imagine Scent Facebook dedicated page, some pictures to go along, and written reviews. So daily content on there all the time. Make sure to follow me on that. And also on Instagram, I post the same thing on Instagram and sometimes something a little different as well. Make sure you follow me on that too if you're into that. So that's it for the news. I'll see you guys next time for another video. Bye!